Oh my gosh, I need to rant so bad. I'm really hating the weather in Amsterdam. It is the worst weather I've experienced while traveling because one minute it's super sunny and other minute it's like drizzling and raining and you have to get indoors. And it's been really the worst because when it's raining, I find a cafe. As soon as I'm inside, it's sunny. Then I'm like, oh, maybe I should get out and enjoy the sun. And then it starts raining. So it has been really in horrible weather afternoon and I'm so tired now. I want to take a nap, but I really want to do some exploring, so we'll see how it goes. I hope the weather gets better. It's so cold, and yeah, the weather really ruined the trip a bit. Currently, I'm taking shelter inside a Hema store, which basically has all of this like bed sheets and home stuff. And I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just waiting for the rain to go away.
We were pretty proud of ourselves, a bit arrogant of course. And if you look in the triangle, you see sort of Roman Greek sculpture.
We can cheers with a beer,
Yes.
but then drink from the glass.
Hello! I'm absolutely freezing, but this is my first day update so far. So it started out pretty shitty. I was like really moody and tired and frustrated with the weather and just it was not going super well in the beginning. But after I went for this walking tour, even though it was freezing, I made so many cool friends on this tour, and two of these guys that I met, we actually went for drinks after. I went to try this very unique drink called Ginier or Giniver, can't pronounce it, and it was super interesting. It tasted a bit like gin and vodka, and it was a specialty here, and there was a very cool bartender who explained a bit about the history and how it's made, and you not only have to drink it with also a beer, and it was such a fun experience trying this out. And these two guys are from Spain, so we were sharing a lot about our cultural differences, and it was such a fun time. I hope I see them again tomorrow because I am doing like the stuff from like this Amsterdam card where you can go to all the major touristic highlights, and I might see them also at the Heineken museum if we meet up. But it was such a fun time, and now I have a long walk to my hostel. It's actually 8 p.m. and it's so bright still. I love that, and it's super safe here. I think this is why I always stand by the free walking tours, because you can always find friends here. Like, and today I wasn't expecting any at all, because I actually was in a group that was full of like people who were companions and who came with somebody, so it wasn't like anybody was a solo traveler. So I thought it would be hard to meet anyone who wanted to talk to me and like leave their friend or something like this. But even in the group I found lots of people who are happy to meet someone new, to include them inside their circle, and were curious about like different cultures. And it was just, I think I always stand by this idea of the walking tour, because you can always meet like curious souls, and the tour itself facilitates like conversation and, you know, just sparks some kind of connection. It was so cool. I just reached Keukenhof now and it's 9 a.m. which is quite early. There's not much sun, but it will be exciting still, I think, and it's a lot of people, but I'm sure it's not as bad as peak season, so it's fine. So, quick update. So far this place is really beautiful and it's so quiet, which is nice. I like that it feels like your own personal park. So this is the indoor area of Keukenhof, and here there's a lot more beautiful flowers and lots of people. And this is the part which is most at bloom, and it's really nice. I think even if you come in the colder times and there isn't much of bloom, there's always a good photo, there's always a lot of things to see, and it's totally worth it. So that's the end of Keukenhof already. It's 11:30 and I've seen most of it and I'm freezing now. And I'm excited to go back and be indoors for a bit. I'm doing some indoor activities next. There's some kind of 5-day experience in a place called Holland, and I will try it out. It's so very windy now, but I finished This Is Holland experience. It was really cool. I would say it was just like a really short, like 20-minute 5-day experience where you're flying over Amsterdam, but I would not say it's worth the money. Slightly strange, but I like it. just finished the Rembrandt tour experience. It was really fun. It was very short, like 25 minutes, but it was like a virtual 5D experience. I really liked it. It was very short, and normally it's cheap, but I got it free with this Go City app, of course. And I would say overall really fun to see. I think I'm making the most of this Go City card because we saw so many things within just one day, and I have one more day of this card. That's very nice. Now I'm going to the Heineken experience. So there's like a brewery and they will have beer tasting, and it's gonna be cool.
Hold your glass up to the lights like this, take a look at it and say, wow. Very good, because to appreciate it, we have to
I had such a fun evening. I actually met this cute couple at the Heineken experience, and they were so fun, and they were like super open to meeting new people. I rarely talk to couples when I'm in a solo travel because I feel like they want their own time, but they were so open and fun. They were from Romania, and after that we went to the lookout together, and they had a beautiful like view from the top, but we were too scared to do the lift experience. Yeah, the lift experience was not for me. It was like the swing that was outside the tower, and that looked freaky, so I bailed on that. And now I'm heading to Fibo, which is basically like a vending machine which gives you some kind of fried food. Sorry about my finger. I'm really a boomer with this camera these days, but I'm gonna try this vending machine food. That's gonna be fun. It's super cheap and apparently all over Amsterdam, and I have to try it before I miss out on this. Hello, this is the end of my day. I am now super tired and I'm full. I really like this Fibo thing that I went to. It was super delicious and I never tried it before. It was so cheap as well. And now I'm heading back to the hostel. I'm gonna call it a night because I have done so much today. It's crazy. This Go City card is the best thing that ever happened to me, and totally recommend. And now I'm gonna just sleep because I have an early morning to go to Rotterdam, Delft and Hague at 8:30 a.m. So for now, it's gonna be good night. Good morning. Today is my third day in Amsterdam, and now I'm heading to the tour that goes from the central station all the way to Rotterdam, Delft and Hague. And I'm looking forward to it. Hello, so I'm in Rotterdam and it's super interesting here. I think it's a very modern city and there's loads to do. It doesn't have this classical Netherlands style of housing, but it's still very unique and I really like it here. We have just 1 hour, so we stopped by the market hall, food markets, and also we went to these cube houses. That was very cool. And now I'm gonna find some poffertjes, if that's how you say it. Sometimes I look at the architecture in the Netherlands and think, what is happening? Hello, I just got back from the canal, nice canal cruise. It was really cool. It was one of the best experiences I've had here so far, and it was just really, really fun. Today, the whole day was super long. There was so much happening. I couldn't vlog much because I was mostly in transport and stuff like that, but it was totally a fun day, so random. And the evening, I really did a lot of fun stuff. I saw the red light district. It was absurd, to say the least. And yeah, tomorrow's the last day of my trip, and I'm excited to take it chill tomorrow. I don't have much plans, just a canal cruise and getting some souvenirs, and that's the end. This is awesome. I have the whole room to myself right now. So basically it was a bit annoying because I made 2 bookings, I guess. So I had to check out one time and check in again, even though I'm in the same hostel, but a different room apparently. And this is really cool because this is much few people, so it's only 6 beds. Previously it was I think 10, and that was really completely full for some reason. And this one is totally empty, so it's just me. And it feels like my hotel room. And also the showers are private here. Before it was like a bit like a common shower for that whole block, I guess, and here it's just for this room, and it's super clean, so I'm going to take a great shower tonight. I think on the hostel this is what I miss the most, because I can never ever feel fully comfortable in the toilet situations, but it's really good here, so I'm happy about that. And yeah, I think my plan for today is just to chill. It's already 11 o'clock, so I'm gonna sleep, and I will wake up late tomorrow because I have nothing to rush to in the morning, unlike the past 2 days, so I'm looking forward to that. So I think now is a good time for me to give a bit of update about how my time in Amsterdam is going so far. So already I'm done with 3 whole days of my trip here, and tomorrow is the ending. And I think I would have to say that I had not much expectations from here, because in general I found like countries in the west of Europe to be much more expensive, and I just felt like I would be, you know, very not comfortable being here for long, and I would find it very expensive and very, you know, difficult to enjoy the food and luxury when I'm, you know, a broke student. But actually I have to say this city card really saved my ass, because literally you can do so much with the city card. Like everything of entertainment that I did in the past 2 days was only the city card, and it was so fun because it felt like a Disneyland, like going from one ride to the next. And since everything is basically paid for, you can just go into everything and just check in and, you know, just make the most of your time without worrying about the money in each and every part. And literally I think I like paid off the amount I spent anyway in the first 2 adventures itself, because everything is really expensive in Amsterdam, and with the city card it really is a huge lifesaver. And the only part that I spent money was mostly like food or something like that. And overall I think it was super easy with this card. Like if every country had this, I would totally choose this way, especially when the city has a lot of things to do, like places like London, Amsterdam, where there's so much to do and you want to make sure that you tick all of them in your bucket list. So I think this is the kind of place I would totally choose a city card. Maybe not a place like Vienna or not like this, because these places are more beautiful on the outside, I would say. And you know, after you go to many museums you kind of get tired, but in Amsterdam we had a variety of experiences, so not just museums but also like excursions and other city trips, as well as lots of this 5D experiences and learning a lot about the artist life in their houses. So I really thought it was a perfect mix of so many different types of activities. And just in these 2 days of having this card, I think I literally saw everything I wanted to see over here, except for Anne Frank and Van Gogh, because these get booked months in advance, and I did not even know I was going to come here months in advance, so it was really difficult to book for those. But generally it was such a worth it experience. Also, this chocolate, 10 out of 10. It's so delicious. I don't know the exact flavor because it's written in Dutch, but I know it has like caramel, almonds, nougat, pretzel. I think that's about it, but it's like perfect mixture of like salty and crunchy and really rich chocolate. So this is really my favorite flavor now. It's amazing. Good morning, hello. This is my final day in the Netherlands, and I slept so well in this room because there was nobody but me. It was amazing. And I am now going to head out to this really cool cafe. It's called Chin Cafe, and I will try to put a picture of the kind of food they have here. But it's so good. I know they have these really cool like not burger but like a sandwich that has I don't know, different kind of stuff inside. Mostly the most popular is the bulgogi, so with beef and some kind of eggs, and it just looks delicious and I really have to try it. In fact, I've seen like TikToks of people saying that they would come back to Amsterdam just to eat this again, so apparently it's that good and I have to try it out. The only problem is they have long lines, and it's about like at least 40-minute lines, and in fact after that line is like full, you can't stand further behind because there are other shops, so you have to leave and come back later, and that's what happened to me on the first day when I tried to get there. So I realized that it's a place that I have to probably go earlier because I went during lunchtime, which is the most popular, I guess. I just realized that I'm swimming with the Netherlands flag. So coordinated.